Good morning. My name is Tammy, and I'd like to welcome you to SoFly's Unique Boutique. Greetings from Maine. This is my tiny little area, space in Maine, Berwick, Maine. And today is FlossTube number 70, and it is December 19th, 2024. And if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you are a regular, you know how much I love you all. I really do. Okay, so how about we get started? Yeah, I'll grab that in a minute. I'm going to ask you to hold on for 1 second. There was two things that I forgot. Alrighty. So the first thing I wanted to show you was my December tracker. I've gotten a lot of things completed or done, stitched, and but we'll go into that in a little bit. All right. First of all, I have 4 FFOs and a finish. And this one I just finished. Okay, this was today. It's like 30 degrees and freezing outside today. So this was 0 for my temperature stitching, and I finished it. Believe it or not, there was over 200 stitches. I didn't think there was that much left, but I just figured I'd take it and run with it. So this is all done. It's done on an 18 count oracle from Pictures Plus, and I used Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers painted black. I used DMC 816 for the living and the little red doodads, and the white is Snowy Owl from Roxy Floss Co. And I love how this came out. I really do. And I have enough left so I can do something else on this piece of lovely Pictures Plus fabric. And then this morning, I decided to do a little bit of FFOing. It's not the best, but practice makes perfect, you know. So I finished my little gingerbread man from Quaker. This is done with gingerbread from Classic Colorworks and 3865, and it's done on 18 count white and silver Ada. And I just put a little piece of batting in there, and I cut a piece of foam board 3x3, and then I just finished it with felt on the back, and I put a little piece of twine for hanger. So this goes with my ornament birthday sale, which is going on, or Deck the Halls ornament birthday sale. Still have a few more ornaments that I really need to do. And then, should do that last time. Then I went way out with this one. Just because this is extremely festive. So this is my gingerbread house from Stitch Sprout. And yeah, it's browns and whites and whatnot, but I wanted to make it a little bit more festive. So I glued some snowflake shaped buttons. I put a little piece of holly over the door because I didn't have a wreath small enough. And I put a candy cane outside and a little reindeer. Now, part of the reason why I have the candy cane and the reindeer was because this ended up going way over here. So I figured I had some space. I might as well fill it in to make it look a little bit better. It's a little busy, but not too bad. and the ribbon is red with snowflakes on it. And this is done on a 14 count chamomile. And I can't remember the shades, 3865 and 2 shades of brown, DMC. And I think it came out really, really cute. Even with all the extra bling. You know, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, so I covered my mistake. Yeah. And then this is the Christmas Owl from Box and Fox. It's done on a 14 count chamomile. And this is the one that I did with Weeks Dye Works, Havana, and Gentle Arts Sable for the years. And then all the rest was DMC. And I glued some rickrack to the hoop. I put a piece of green felt on the back and a little piece of twine for hanger. And I glued a little piece of holly up on top. I think it came out really cute. I do realize I need to get better with my finishing. I have plenty of things to do here that I can work on. Alright, and last but not least is Resting Grinch Face. I did this on a 16 count grain that I got from Wicked and Whimsy. And he's very, very cute. And I did the same rickrack around the hoop. And since, the main part is, well, how the Grinch stole Christmas and how his heart was so small. And then when he realized that nobody really cared that they didn't have any gifts or anything, they just sang, his heart grew. So this is the tree that he put up, one of the trees he put up a chimney, and here's his heart. And I put green felt on the back of that one too. So that was this morning because I was very upset with my daughter. So I did that this morning. Let me just turn the light on here. Ah, much better. Yes, I got my Charlie Brown sweatshirt on. It's big, comfy. All right, now let's get on with what I worked on. Okay. I worked on the Christmas bears. It's right here. This is what it looks like. There are 6 bears, and then I've got 1.5 done. There's that. And I'm doing this, I think, on a 18 count putty. That was a Forbidden Fiber Company Fabric of the Month. And the colors on here just pop on here. And as you can see, I finished this bear and I started the next one. So I'm going to work on this probably for a couple more times this month. I do have plans for this month, for the rest of the month, kind of. And I'm working on my January plans. So, but there it is. This is also, I believe, on my whips for 2025 board. I have 4 boards. I did 2 of them on Tuesday. I did my finishing board and I did my whip board. They're kind of in the style of Whipco or Bingo. Um, but I'm going to be using wheels, and whatever the wheels land on is what I work on. I also have specific plans for New Year's Eve, and yeah, because I don't know if Pam and Kia B are still doing the 12 by 12, but I'm not doing it that way. I'm doing 4 projects at 3 hours apiece. And I'll probably start around 7 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve and see what I can get done in the day for the 12 hours. And even if I have to stop for a little bit and eat lunch, and I'm going to stop the timing and continue. I don't have very many plans for New Year's Eve. I don't go out, so. All right. Ooh, I forgot to write some. No, I didn't. No, I did not. Okay. So we got the Christmas bears. The next one, let me show you. Come on. Thank you. Yes. Oh. Hmm. This is Rudolph Peking. This is from Lutheran Arts on Etsy. And I worked on this because I felt like it. It was kind of sort of calling to me, and I wanted to do some. I've been kind of in the Christmas stitching mood. I may not be in the mood for Christmas, but I definitely am in the Christmas stitching mood. So, this is what I did. I outlined down here. I worked on the green and the red. I have to put, yeah, white I put in here. I can't remember how much I got done. How many stitches do I have on this? Okay. There are 12,400 stitches altogether, and I've done 1,430, and I am at 11.53% done. It's not a very big one, but it's cute. And I'm trying to do all the, the outside borders first, and then I'll work in the middle. All right. So there's that. Never Trust, I showed you because that was a finish. That's also temperature stitching. Big Bang, I did some, but not a lot. It's temperature stitching, so, and I still have to put in 100 stitches, so it's not worth showing. But I did get quite a bit done on this one. This is from Just Cross Stitch Magazine. Be Merry, designed by Dara Whitlock of World on a String by Dara. That's what my bee looks like. Now, I am a little bit off on this one, but I really don't care. I miscounted on one side and counted off. These are supposed to be even, but this is down a little bit. I'm not really all that worried about it. But there it is. I just have to do the bottom and finish up the bee. Because all the stuff that's on the top is done. So, and you just finish the bee and then put the Mary in and do the bottom. So, I think I'll try to work on this weekend. Because it's a cute little stitch and I like it. Alright. Then I worked on the Pilgrim because that's for temperature stitching. And I almost got the hat done. And there's my little Pilgrim. I just gotta finish the hat because there's brown that goes in here. But his face is done, his hat's almost done, and then I'm gonna work down on this side here, which starts the background. But this fabric is a dream to stitch on. It's an absolute dream to stitch on. Okay. So he was also temperature stitching. So for the Pilgrim, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 more times and he'll be complete. I have to do the Autumn Quaker, the Big Bang, and I did Never Trust. So there's that. And then this is the other thing I worked on. This one I started, but then I made a small counting error on it and I kind of had to fix it. I did have this on a different piece of fabric, but I kind of like this one better because it goes with the thread, the floss, much better, I think. And, oh, picture first. I do have a picture, believe it or not. I can find it. Yeah. Okay, come on now. Where are you at? Why are you hiding from me? Oh, yes. Okay. This is what it looks like. It's called Winter Quaker, and I do believe I got this from Daily Pattern Post on Etsy. So, yeah, that's fun. So, yeah, it's very pretty, and I am doing this. One second. It's got 25,828 stitches. I have so far done 400 and I need to go get my glasses. I should. 83 stitches, and I am at 1.87%. I'm using Dying for Cross Stitch Americana, which is beautiful, as you can see. Variegated blue. Very icy blue. So, yep, there's that. And then I worked on not only for temperature, but for the L in sleigh. Yes. This is button in. One moment. Wait to exit. I did have to change a few colors around, but you know what? That's okay. Par for the course. I thought I had it completely kitted up. I don't, but I'm just kind of going with what I've got. And I think I got 300 stitches in this sucker. And this is done on a 16 count water lily from Icicle. And this is, this is as far as I've gotten. I finished his ear. I did a little bit of back stitching. You see the white back stitching there? This is new. This is a different color. It's one number up from what was called for. This little doodad here is new. This is part of his wing. So it's very fallish because it's got a lot of oranges and dark yellows and so on and so forth. But I love it. And I think I'm gonna call him Bacula. Back, back, no, no. We'll call him Victor. Victor the vampire bat, because you can see his little fangs. So yeah. So I can't wait to work on Victor again. I didn't realize how much fun some of these were, and I haven't worked on them for such a long time because they've soon gotten long. And he is in an appropriate bat bag that I made myself. Yeah. So that let me in, or Victor the Bat, vampire bat. And then I also worked on oh, I need hold please. Um, okay, this is from Noctiflora on Etsy. This is the Midwinter Mushroom. And he's very sad because he's the only one in the forest. He's all by himself. So, but he's cute. Now, I worked on this yesterday for temperature stitching. No, for the M in ornaments. And I worked on the tree. There's more down here, but this is where I ended off because this is where my the pattern ended off. So the next time I work on this, I'm gonna go over here and get his other horn in and start working on the other tree and maybe do some of his body down here. He's very cute. Very sad though, because he's the only midwinter mushroom in existence. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have a wife. Doesn't have a boyfriend. Whatever he's supposed to have. But he's very cute. He really is. Get some bird feed. Yeah, birds out there. Alright, so there's that one. there's that one. Alright, the other one, and I don't have a picture of this one, sorry. I worked on this one for the ease, and I stitch words. I think I realized when I was finishing up a certain part that I made a mistake and I miscounted. So I'm gonna have to take out everything that I stitched and do it again, but I'm not doing it today. So this is still gonna count as stitching for my ease, and I think I want to say I only worked on 3, so I did 300 stitches on this, and I think I'm going to work my way down and get the other 2 for my stitch words. And then I think ornaments is done, presents is done. Wreath, and the only one is, no, wreath and sleigh are not. But here's my executioner's block. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down this way and get the other double-headed accent for those 2. I mean, this here is what has to come out. So, or I might just move down this way. Yep. So, get my ease done. So, yeah. This one I had a lot of trouble with when I was working on it. I kept making mistakes. I kept having to frog. But I didn't have to frog that much. I only had to frog maybe 1 or 2 stitches. Now I'm gonna frog like a whole bunch. So, I don't know. Let's see what we will see. Okay. Now, I forgot to write this down on my thing, but I did work on it, and oh my god, I need to go back to it. I really do. I think I'm gonna go back to it. But I found the rest of them except for 1. Need to find number 6. I know I got it kicking around, so I'm pretty sure I found it. So they're all in the same bag now, because they all take generally the same colors. But I worked on private garden samplings, the needleworker. I'm doing this on an 18 count vintage country mocha, and they're all going to be done on 18 count vintage country mocha. Sorry for the glare. Yep. So, what did I get some? I think I don't think I got the full 500, but here it is. And as you can see, I have very little border here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one, but I've got very little border. I might have enough. If I have a 1/4 of an inch, I can do what I want to do with it. So, but here he is. And this is the sewing machine here. And I outlined his face. And I outlined part of his coat, which is right here. I just have to fill in. I think I'm going to work on this weekend. Hoping. But yeah, when I noticed I didn't give myself a whole heck of a lot of border, I'm like, But like I said, as long as I have a 1/4 inch, I think what I'm gonna do is with these, it's gonna kind of be like an advent in a way. Or I might make them all singular little wall hangings. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not starting this over again. It's not gonna happen. So, I didn't think about it, but I've got to get better at that. And usually what I do is I get on 1 through 3 stitch and I use their Ada calculator, and I add 2 inches to an 18 count, and they give me a number, or they give me the measurements, and I'll find the piece of fabric that I want to put it on, and I take my big quilting ruler, square, it's like 15 by 15, and you know, if it's 8 by 9 or 8 high by 9 wide, I'll round it up to 10, so I'll make it 10 by 10, and then I'll just do like 2 inches real quick. So yeah, there's that. Please don't fall. All right. So here's my tracker. I still have to color in a couple places, but I'll be making a new one out for January. And the only thing I have on my January one right now is John Adams, or the Adams Family, because that will be the first thing I work on. Now, so there are a few things that I'm going to work on. I have 4 projects in mind for New Year's Eve. One of them is a new start from Nara X Stitch. She's got the Scandinavian animal, like hair and deer that I did. I'll be doing one of those on a 16 by 16 count white Ada. The others, or 16 count white chocolate. The other thing I'm going to be working on, as far as that is concerned, is I'm going to be working on the Adams Family on New Year's Eve. Let's see how much I can get done in 3 hours. Number 3 is going to be most likely the needle worker, because I want to get a good chunk of that done before I start another one. And then number 4, I'm not quite sure yet. Not quite sure yet. I might have to spin for that one. I might have to spin for the other 2. I'm not sure if I want to work on the needle worker or not. But I do know that I do want to do a Scandinavian Quaker for New Year's Eve, because that's the same day that I started the hair and deer. And I want to work on, get a kind of a jump on John Adams, or the Adams Family. So, because that one goes relatively quickly, which is nice. Saturday, tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow is the winter solstice. Let's wind up and rewind and try it again. Tomorrow is the winter solstice. Now, I know some people, there's a lot of people that celebrate Hanukkah. There's a lot of people that celebrate Kwanzaa. There's a lot of people that celebrate Yule, which is basically the winter solstice. And then there's a lot of people that celebrate Christmas, or whatever you happen to celebrate. Some people don't celebrate holidays at all. That's just the religion or the way that they grew up. Anyway, So I am starting, and if you watched my whip parade slash plans on Wednesday, because that's when I uploaded it, you would have seen that not only is this on my finishes, but, and I haven't even started it yet, but this is what I'm starting, Winter Cometh, from Summer House Stitchworks. And I've got, all I have to do is cut out a piece of 18 count white Aida, and I've got the colors, I've got everything kitted up, I'm good to go. And I really love the colors in this one. One of them is navy, the other one's a green, and the other one is a drab, which is kind of a greenish, grayish, no. I don't know what that is. It's certainly not a light blue, but we'll see what it looks like when I do it. Yep. So this I'm going to be starting tomorrow. And tomorrow is also my brother's 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Rob. And that's, he doesn't watch this, so I haven't told anybody in my family about this. So, as far as my stepkids are concerned, yes. As far as my family's concerned, no. Because I don't want to hear it from them. I really don't. They poo-poo on everything. Alright, I do have a little bit of haul. Stash enhancements, I should say. One of them, I'm very disappointed with the way it got mailed. If I can find it. No, I can't find it. It's not over here. But that's okay. It was Froth and Bubble from Modern Folk Embroidery. The bag was ripped open. Both bags. The bag that the pattern came into, the pattern was crushed. The only thing that survived halfway decent were the threads. So, but this just came today. And it is Jardin Privé Quaker de Hiver. Quaker Winter. That's what I'm going to say. This is what it looks like. And I love these little Quakers. This is only, if you do it on 18 count, it's 5 and 5/8 wide by 10 and 8 long. And I love this. I really do. I love it, love it, love it. So I will start this at some point. I don't know when. Plus, I also found 12 Days of Christmas. This, I think, is going to be, this is definitely going to be one of the ones that I work on New Year's Eve for 3 hours. Because I've been trying to work on this all year and I lost the pattern somewhere and I finally found the backup that I bought and I was looking through some stuff. I've been trying to organize and clean up and needless to say, I haven't been very successful. Okay. I did wait till you see some of the things that okay. Now we all know that I was born in December. I'm not telling you what day. Let's just say I was born in December, okay? So this is going to be my birthday start. This is Quick Stitch Alice. I think this is by Heatherly or Hannah. I'll double check. But yes, I will be starting this, and I will also be working on my Alice in Wonderland from Lizzie's Little Loops, and I think I might do that one. That'll be number 4. Because my new start is Long Dog Sampler's Queen of Hearts. Hannah Lynn. It's the Quick Stitch Alice. And it was agonizing trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And then I purchased a few new ones. This is from Tinsel Cross Stitch. It's Winter Houses. And it doesn't have very many colors. And it is a full coverage, as you can tell. I do believe, unless the white spaces are empty. Then I bought this one. This is called Christmas Town. Not quite sure who did it, but I will find out. It's all one color. So if you, well, it's actually 2. It's supposed to be white and the blue. But I'm just doing the blue. I'm going to do it on white fabric. Just do the blue. So the negative spaces will be white. I love it. I'm going to find a little bit darker than what I've got. Now, this one is Raven on a Skull by Justin Cross Stitch. And this is the first time I've ever downloaded a pattern into Pattern Keeper, and it does the blended threads. Oh, who did that? But they are a saint in my eyes for doing that, so I don't have to. And this is what it looks like. Isn't he gorgeous? And even though it's a crow, not a raven, I think I'm going to call him Edgar. Because that is so Poe. And I'm not a Poe fan. I'm really not. I can't read his stuff. I don't want anything to do with it. But that, I love it. And I was ready to start it the day I bought it. I really was. I was like, oh. And then same company, Justin Cross Stitch. This is Dobby from, of course, Harry Potter. Look at him. Cute. It's Dobby. And then Justin Cross Stitch. This is Cardinals. This is done in the round, but I'm not a big bird fan, but there was something about this that I absolutely loved. Look at that. This one right here is kind of, this one here is yellow and red. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And then this one I got a while ago, quite a while ago. And this one is for my husband. The Dalek. If you ever watch Doctor Who, it's a Dalek or Dalek with the little police spots in the middle. And so this one that I bought a while ago, I think I'm going to restart it. But it's Trust Me, I'm a Doctor. Oh, Trust Me, I'm the Doctor. And I think this is going to be his birthday present. There's more to it, but this is the mock-up that they're giving me. So I think because it's a lot of backstitch. So, yeah. Yep. Backstitch words. So that's why it's not coming out. But yeah. These are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so how about we do some plans and goals for from now until, because I will see you after Christmas, but I will not see you until after the new year starts. So we'll keep these for 2 weeks. Okay, just this one time, and then when I see you again, well, we'll just keep them until Christmas, after Christmas, because I'll see you on the Friday after Christmas. So what I want to work on is we're going to do my birthday start. She's Timmy. Is this the right page? Yes. Plans and goals. Okay, so new start is the quick stitch Alice. And I have been kind of sort of practicing on 25 count 1/1. I'm not sure if I like it because I really can't see it if it's a light color, even with magnification. So I'm going to find out how big it is, and then I'm going to probably put it on 18 count. Don't know yet. But I don't have it kitted up, but I do have the start color. And I figure I'll just keep adding as I go. And then do some more work on the needle worker. And finish my Grinch gnome. And my mini Be Merry, which is the ones with the 2 color greens. Do I have it over here? That's the Grinch one. Here it is. This one. Finish this one. Okay. Now the other Be Merry, the B one, I'm not sure if I can finish that or not. Okay. There is, I did try to start my frog drinking coffee because it's yelling at me. But I was unsuccessful in the 2 times that I started. I started it once on 25 count, easy guide. Couldn't see it. And I tried it on a 25 count ungridded piece of 25 count bone. Couldn't see it. And the bone has a pretty pink tinge to it. So, and the gridding, I need the gridding for full coverage. I've made that decision. So, I do have some 18 count, and I think that's what I'm going to go with. Now, with the quick stitch Alice, oh, there was something else I want to work on too. It's She Got Lost, which is another Alice in Wonderland by Lizzie's Little Loops that I started last year for my birthday. So I want to work on both of those this month, or for the rest of the month. So yeah. But She Got Lost will be 12, one of what I call my 12 for 12, which is 4 projects, 3 hours apiece for 12 hours. Okay. So we're going to go with She Got Lost, Jardin. Well, I'm just going to make notes here. Oops. How to spell. So those are 4 things that well, we're gonna wait on that one. 4 things. So we got the New Start, Quick Stitch Alice. We've got the Needle Worker. We've got Finish the Grinch Gnome and Be Merry. So we're gonna get the Tiny Decisions wheels out. And we're gonna go for Holidays and More. A few of these I did not work on, but they're in black. Anything in black is I'm going to revamp this because I think what I want to do, and these are plans that I did not discuss on Tuesday, or I want to do some more of like the bingo card things, and I want to put in 25 little like Christmas holiday things like Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, that kind of thing. Or maybe I'll just do Christmas ornaments, 25 Christmas ornaments. And then another one, I want 25 Halloween themed ornaments. And then maybe have one that's just for the heck of it, I'm going to spin the wheel and see what I get. But not do a kind of like a sweet wheel. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see what we got. Night Before Christmas. That's Carolyn Manning. Now, another thing I want to try to get is, that's the only time I'm spinning the wheel because now they're kind of up in the air. I want to work on this. This is the Thanksgiving sampler because I want to get 2,000 stitches into it before it gets called again, or spun again, or landed on again. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll work on that one before New Year's. I don't know. We'll see. But I think what I am going to do is I am going to work on the Winter Quicker. So we'll go Winter Quicker. And work on that for a little bit. A couple hundred stitches here, a couple hundred stitches there. I don't think I'm going to work on Rudolph. I'm not quite sure. But I have had Christmas screaming at me. Like, really screaming and saying, what the hell? What are you doing? Why are you not working on me? But there are a couple of things that I want to do. I think that I might, depending upon how many I have, I'll have to check. But I do want to do a gnome. So I think I might pick a Christmas gnome. Because every time I start something new lately, it just has gone to the wayside because it's not right and I'm making bad decisions. So I do want to pick a Christmas gnome, so I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, oh, and for the fabrics, the only thing that people commented on with the fabric. So, the fabric, the keyword was beige. So there were 2 people commented, and I am going to spin for those 2 people. Gifts. And that is Claudia and Linda. So, Claudia. Oh, it's here somewhere. Put it here. Oh, right here. Okay. So, Claudia, you got 28 count wheat Lugana and 28 count lamb's wool Joblin. This is the Lugana, this is the Joblin. So you have won. Congratulations. I will attempt to send these out this weekend. We may not get them until after Christmas, but that's okay. That is okay. All right. And then I was searching for some stuff and I found some more fabric. So I'm going to do these 2 different ways. So this one is a 1/16 of a yard of 32 count petty point blue and white Lugana. It's a 9 by 13 piece. And then we have a 1/16 of a count, 32 count Dove Lugana. So if you are interested in these 2 blues, oops, I would like you to use the word how about we use the word icicle? Because these are very cool blues. So if you want the 32 count blue Luganas, please use the word ice. And then I might have to take out a few stitches because I did try. But here we have a 1/16 of a yard crystal bashful Lugana. It's 8 by 12. And it is opalescent. This is from Pictures Plus. And then we also have a piece of 32 count vintage rose Lugana, which I do believe is from is that Witchelt? Yes, from Witchelt. So if you want either one of these, or you want both of these, And this one is very, very light pink. Please use the word crystal. And I'll put the keywords down below in the description box. So I hope that all of you have a very, very safe and Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with family and friends. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I am avoiding my family right now for probably the foreseeable future because I'm good. Thanks. But anyway, I would, and I want to thank everyone who has participated in my Deck the Halls ornament sale. And you know what? It was very successful. So this year, for 2025, I do believe I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. So, I'm going to be trying to do gifts every week from now on. That's my New Year resolution, one of them. I have to work on some organizational skills. Sadly. And, you know, I do have this cute little planner that I purchased for 2 years, from 2025 to 2027. I have started filling it out, but those are going to change because I'm not doing the months. I'm not doing the theme months. The only theme month I might do is the Deck the Halls ornament sale next December, and Jingle Jangle July. And that's it. But what I'm going to try to do, starting January 1st, is I'm going to have a full coverage for the month of January, for the month of each month. It'll be a different one each month. And try to get at least, 3,000 stitches done, or 3,100 or 2,800 stitches completed on my full coverages, because there's so many that I want to start and there's so many that I want to buy, and I'm trying to have a no-buy year. So, but the only thing I'm going to be buying is fabric if I need it. And if I want a specialty fabric, I will dye it myself. And DMC. And then maybe once every 3, if I get 2 finishes done on my 25 for 25 boards, 2 finishes on those boards, on that board, then that gets me a new start, or it gets me a new pattern or a new chart. Plus, every time I complete a word for my Stitch Award, I earn $1. So far I have $4, $5, $5 or $6. So far, because I've completed 6 words. I'm going to put in a monthly event on my Facebook group with the Stitch Awards. You can do all 4 of them at the same time. If you're working on your own plans, that's great. Awesome. But you might be able to, use the whips that you're working on, might have something to do with the Stitch Word. Okay? So, like, for you in Buried, John Adams, or the Adams family, had an urn. So that's what I used that one for. Um, if you are, you know, doing like sleigh. Now, Claudia, I'm going to call you out on this one because you put her up there yesterday and I fell in love with that face. Right. Say you got something that's a G. Claudia, you have something that has a G, a word that has a G, or one of the words for Stitchy word has a G. Use Gigi, the giraffe, because she's adorable. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Claudia, but she is so cute. All she's been doing these Brooks Books little ornaments, and they're all adorable. They're absolutely adorable, and I'm falling in love with every single one of them. I don't even know if Brooks Books is still around anymore, but anyway. So yeah, um, try that. You know, I will put up the words in my Facebook group under the event next week or the week after. Week after New Year's Eve. Put it up there. So you can start fresh January 1st. And the words for January are very simple. Uh, we have resolution, we have ball, we have fireplace, and we have countdown. So yeah. Um, yeah, I've got ornament done, present done, and I just need 2 more E's for wreath and sleigh. And I will do that. And then I will find, whatever I happen to be working on that has something that starts with an F or with an F or with a C or with a U or anything like that, I will do. And I'm not asking for a separate whip for every letter. If you're doing, like, say you're doing Thanksgiving Quaker, and that will take care of 2 T's, 200 stitches in that one whip, And if you're on a no-buy or if you're doing no new starts or anything like that, charge yourself, win something. So, I mean, so far I have $6, which will go towards, me buying something later. So, I got that idea from Andy, the crow stitcher. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, and I will see you after Christmas. So, keep on stitching on, everybody.